dolls with a passion for fashion. Ooh, Bratz.
Alright, so how y'all like that intro? Okay, so today is the first day of the 7 days of Halloween. I'm posting a new Halloween look each day. Go ahead and turn the post notifications on so that you always get notified when it gets uploaded. I'm uploading it so you have plenty of time before the weekend of Halloween and for the weekend after Halloween. I don't know when y'all are going to celebrate, but I'm bringing you a lot of content. And also, I'm doing the hardest costumes first, so you can go ahead and get prepared if you want to do the hard costumes, and then the easiest costumes come last. So if you still don't like any of them till you get to the last one, you can still do it. So, let's get started. Okay, so today's costume, we are doing Bratz dolls. So we're going to do the Bratz dolls, and we're going to do 2 looks. Same makeup look, 2 different outfits, so it's up to you. So let's jump right into it. So I'm starting off by doing my eyebrows with just my normal like brush and spoolie, and the other side has a pencil in it. I was actually using this little thing that I got from Ulta. It's a little Anastasia Beverly Hill Brow Wiz thing. That's when the pencil had the audacity to break, and then I looked for it for a while and I couldn't find it, so then I just ended up using the pencil that comes with my spoolie. It's just from e.l.f. So then I'm just spraying my beauty sponge with some water. Then I'm taking a concealer and just putting it all over my lids so that we have a flat base to work with, and then I'm just using my damp beauty sponge to blend that in. This is when I got a phone call for some money moves. So then I'm just taking that same concealer and I'm going ahead and cleaning up my eyebrows. I'm trying to make them thinner because the Bratz dolls have thin eyebrows. So I'm bringing that concealer up in the front and like the middle and making sure I cover a few brow hairs there to make the eyebrows look thinner. So after we've made our brows as thin as possible, then I'm just going in with my beauty sponge again to just blend out where that concealer was. So then I'm just taking the Milk Jumbo Stick and putting that all over my eyelid because the Bratz dolls have really pigmented eyeshadow, and I knew this would give that eyeshadow the extra oomph. So I'm just putting that on the bottom as a base, a little dance break for you. So then I'm taking a shimmery green color and I'm placing that all over the lid on top of the base that we set down. So I'm taking a matte army green shade and I'm putting that in the crease over top of where the green shimmer is. Now the key with this is to make sure whatever you do not blend these colors together. The Bratz dolls would never have their eyeshadow blended, so make sure that you do not blend these colors together. They can meet, they just don't need to blend. So make sure you keep that in mind when you're doing this. And I'm packing the color on just to make sure I get that really nice color payoff instead of swiping it, and then that makes it easier so I don't accidentally blend everything together. So then I'm taking a shimmer purple and I'm putting that right underneath the brow bone of where we made that brow thinner, and I'm just tapping that on ever so slightly because I don't want to disturb the faux brow I kind of gave myself with concealer. So you just tap that in there, and then that one you can blend a little bit at the front so it's not as harsh from like nothing to color, but just make sure you're not blending these colors with the other colors. They still need to be their own distinct colors. So here I'm just taking a brown eyeliner and I'm putting a line in between where my eyelid meets like my crease area to give that more defined eye look that the Bratz doll has, because obviously their eyes are fake, so that's why I'm putting that line there. So then I'm just taking some black liquid eyeliner and giving myself some wings. And here I'm just cleaning up the wings with like a Q-tip because we all need that sometimes. Then I'm putting on my foundation with a damp beauty sponge, and I'm just using one color foundation. I'm not doing any contouring, any concealing, anything like that, because the Bratz dolls have flat faces, so it's just one even color because that's how a doll would look. Then I'm taking that same white pencil and I'm putting it in my waterline to give the doll eye effect. And make sure that you're getting this in your waterline. I had a little trouble getting it in my waterline. I got it a little bit outside, but I eventually ended up just going in with a Q-tip later and cleaning it up where it was outside my waterline, because it'll look more realistic if it's in your waterline. So here, like I said before, I'm just cleaning up that excess white with a Q-tip. That white that didn't manage to stay in my waterline, I'm just cleaning the rest of that up with a Q-tip. So then I'm taking my black eyeliner and I'm lining underneath where that white line is to make my eyes look bigger and give them a more doll-like effect. So here I'm just giving myself 3 fake bottom lashes using that same black eyeliner. Here's me struggling to put on a strip lash for the millionth time. Me actually thinking I got this lash down. So now I'm just taking a pinky cream blush and I'm putting a lot of it on there, and then I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. The Bratz dolls are obviously dolls, so they're going to be heavy on the blush, which is why I put so much on there. And then I'm just lining my lips with a red lip liner, and I'm actually attempting to overdraw them, and it doesn't really work out in my favor, but you know, I tried, and that's what's important. Then I'm using this matte lip crayon as a base for all the gloss and lipstick that we're going to put over it. Then I'm taking this matte lip gloss and then I'm placing that over it. It's a little bit deeper red, so I'm placing it just in the middle to give the lips a little bit more dimension. Then here I'm taking some white glittery eyeshadow and I'm placing that directly in the middle of the lips to give it more dimension and make them look like they're bigger, because we all know Bratz dolls have like huge lips. So I'm trying to make mine look as big as possible. Then I'm taking a clear gloss and I'm placing that over top just to give it a little bit more dimension. Then I'm taking some translucent powder, I'm just using baby powder here, and powdering my whole face so that it's completely as matte as possible. We know dolls aren't going to have highlighter and shine, so I need to look as matte as possible, so I'm just intensely powdering my whole face.
I have no idea what I was singing right here, but you guys are in for a treat because I'm about to make up a song. I don't know what I was singing right here, but I made up this song instead. Please, no autographs.
Be the girls with a passion for fashion. Ooh, Bratz.
So we know the Bratz have some hair, honey. So I'm taking my extensions, I'm taking my dark brown ones, and I'm clipping them in as I normally would clip in my extensions. And you don't have to stress about the placement of these clips because there will be a bandana over it. So wherever you place them, as long as it blends with your hair, you're fine. So then we're doing like an all brushed back look because we're going to tie a bandana scarf over the top of it. So we just want to make sure that it's all brushed back and all flat. And then we need to pop in the biggest hoop earrings we can find because we know a Bratz doll loves a huge hoop earring. Then I'm tying this silk bandana around my hair, and since it is a silk bandana, I realized that I actually needed to tie it further up on my forehead so it would stay, and then slide it further back. So if you have a silk bandana as well, you can use that tip. Miss Sasha, honey, I'm coming for your brand, okay? So, see you at the next Bratz event.
Be the girls with a passion for fashion. Ooh, Bratz.
So for the Bratz doll outfit, I just have on a flare jean with a crop top and then a bandana and then some little heeled booties. And I added this little tan jacket that had some fur because it looked like the picture.
Be the girls with a passion for fashion. Ooh, Bratz.
So for the next look, we're doing a half up, half down hairstyle. So all we're going to do is leave the clips in, move them a little bit lower down so that they don't show as much. Then we're going to take the remaining hair and put that into the smallest bun that we can possibly make. Then we're going to take this faux drawstring ponytail and we're going to place it on top of the bun with the little clips so that it looks like it's a half up and half down hairstyle. And then we're going to fluff it out a little bit, and then I'm going to place the sunglasses so it's not as noticeable to tell about the roots. And then I would suggest curling the bottom to make it look a little bit more realistic and more like it flows. So for outfit number 2, I have on the same crop top that I had on earlier. This time I just put on a mini skirt because that's what the Bratz dolls would wear. Kept on the same boots and I added a fur jacket and then switched the hairstyle.
Everybody now, time to show the whole world what we're all about. Be the girls with a passion for fashion. Ooh, Bratz. We'll always be there for each other. Ooh, Bratz. Yeah. Styling how we feel. Talking about best friends. Together we can do anything. Gotta plan the dream, take a chance and believe, make it real.
That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe, oh that's a vibe, yeah, yeah, that's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe, that's a vibe, yeah, yeah, it's a vibe.